Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Lifestyles by Mel. I'm Melissa. Thank you so much for watching. This is actually my first video. I thought it would be important to record an introduction just to explain to the people a little bit about myself and why I started this channel. So I am so green. I am so, oh gosh. What's the word? I guess rookie. So excuse my hiccups, my mistakes. I'm going to grow and learn as I go, but I'm so excited to actually be here in this space and to contribute to YouTube, something that I have utilized for many, many years, and I never thought I would join in this platform as a content creator, but here I am. So here's a little bit of information about me. I am 51 years old and I am a lifelong resident of Florida. Yes, going back 5 generations. I love this state. I was born in North Florida, Jacksonville to be exact. I attended college in Gainesville, University of Florida, and I have lived in South Florida. So I have a pretty well-rounded Florida experience. Professionally, I am a licensed attorney and my practice area is trust and estates, which I absolutely love. It's essentially transactional and I help people transfer their assets to the desired beneficiary and just to make sure their house is in order. So that's one less thing they have to think about when it's time to leave this earth. I'm also a mom. I have a 22-year-old son who's a senior in college. So that is very exciting for me to watch him matriculate through his last year of school and then enter into his chosen career path, which is computer animation. I will share videos about skincare, products that I have utilized for decades that I feel are very effective and that I think has assisted me in aging gracefully. Again, I'm 51 years old. This is all natural and I will share with you some product lines, what my routine is, and things that I plan to implement in the future just to make sure that I'm aging as gracefully as I possibly can. I also plan to share hair care. I am a natural girly. I have been natural since 2009. I've gone back and forth, but I've consistently have worn shorter hairstyles like the taper cut. But this year I've decided to grow my hair out. So I'm curious to see if my routine and regimen and products will work as my hair gets longer and longer and what things I will need to change. So I will record that process and of course include that in future videos. I am also very health conscious as far as what I eat and working out. Caveat, I gained somewhere between 20 and 30 pounds last year. Yes, I am at the largest number on the scale I have been in decades, mostly because of work. I put a lot of stress on myself to hit some professional milestones, which I did. I became a partner at my law firm, but now I need to prioritize my health. So I do plan to record content and vlogs of me in the gym, just showing you the struggle and also the meals that I'm going to prepare, just the choices I plan to make, just to get back to my normal weight in a very healthy way. No shortcuts, just all old school diet and exercise. I have watched YouTube from the very beginning, and at no time during that process did I ever consider starting a channel. That changed about maybe a year and a half ago. I just felt the leading of the Lord to start a channel. And I was like, Lord, what am I going to talk about? I'm not a minister. because of course I only want to do something for His glory. What I had to realize is that they're faith faith-filled believers, faith-filled women who like skincare, who like taking care of their temple. So that can be my content. And I said, okay, I am going to create a channel that talks about skincare, that talks about hair care, that talks about makeup, that talks about eating well and working out, and all for the glory of the Lord, taking care of this temple and just being a good example for the younger women that you can do things beautifully and naturally and age, and it all give God the glory. There's no reason that you have to make drastic changes and follow the trends of the world as far as filling your body with things and your face with things and covering up your natural crown. That it honors God that you show up in the way He made you. So I said, okay, Lord, I'm going to start this channel and just give me the wisdom and the knowledge to put out these videos. I changed careers in my mid-40s. Yes, I completely changed career paths in my mid-40s. I went from working at a corporate, well, I guess Fortune 260 company, climbing the ladder, thinking I would retire from that company, to going back to school and re-entering the practice of law. Yes, I completely left what was comfortable, what was easy, what was complacent, I believe, and went into a field that was completely foreign to me. I went back to school to get my master's of law in taxation, and I ended up falling in love with estate planning. So that led me back into the practice of law as an estate and trust attorney. And that all essentially started, I want to say, right during COVID is when I finished my degree program. Yes, May 2020. So if you remember, that was a time where there was a lot of uncertainty. So I changed careers around COVID, and I just had to trust God because it was His leading, His complete will. It had nothing to do with what Melissa wanted, what Melissa asked for, what Melissa prayed for. It was all God, what His will for my life is. And now here I am 6 years later in a different city, but working in this career and loving it, and also being promoted to a partner. Nothing but God, and I just thank Him. Another interesting fact about myself is I love to roller skate. Well, I'm a Gen Xer. That's what we did. We went roller skating. We rode our bicycles for miles away from home. And I still have a pair of roller skates. I have the scars on my body when I learned how to roller skate. Exhibit A and probably Exhibit B. Love to roller skate. So much fun. And the only difficult part about roller skating now is finding somewhere to safely skate outside of a roller rink, okay? A skating rink. When I'm roller skating down the pavement, I just have to be so cognizant of cars. So since I moved to Central Florida, I have yet to roller skate. So that's something I am putting on the list. Even if I have to start going to the roller rink, I will do that. But I love to roller skate. And as I start on my fitness or wellness journey to lose the 20 plus pounds I've gained last year, you're going to see some roller skating thrown into the mix. I really love attending farmers markets. I just get such peace from those markets, whether it's shopping for produce or honey. I love it. I love the fact that you have these businesses, these small business owners who come to the markets and who create these relationships with their customers. It just seems so intimate and so special. So I love discovering new markets. I attend a really small one in Winter Park here in Central Florida, but there's a couple of markets that I want to visit that are on my list. One I believe is at Mount Dora, and then there's one in Winter Garden I've heard a lot about. But I really love a farmer's market, and it's just something I started doing years ago. Even when I lived in Jacksonville, I would make it a point to always get my produce from the farmer's market, get honey, spices, things of that nature. I just love supporting local businesses. Pampering. I love pampering myself, whether it's getting my nails done, nicely manicured, getting a pedicure, getting my hair done. I love pampering myself. And I used to be really, really big on spas, doing the whole massage, the facials. But what I found in recent years is that a lot of the spas, there's a lot of new age principles that are included in it. And they are taught those things when they go to, for example, massage therapy school. So because of that, I have shied away from going to spas. So I'll give myself a facial at home, okay? And a massage, well, I'll just have to wait until I get married again. My husband can give me a massage. But until then, I'll enjoy my manicures, my pedicures, my home facials, going to the hair salon. I love pampering myself. Well, hopefully you learned a little bit about me and why I started this channel, as well as what you can expect to come on my channel, whether it be vlogs or videos. I do plan on shooting a video of just skincare products, and I'm going to list out all the things, all the skincare products and makeup items that I absolutely love and use, especially for mature skin. So be on the lookout for that video. And of course, thank you again for watching, and hope to see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.